Alright, last one for today. Chapter 12 of Genesis. Abe is a pimp. The Lord told Abe he'd bless him and make him a great, famous nation. Bless those who blessed him and curse those who cursed him. There's your dualism. So off to Canaan, where the Canaanites lived. Abe took his wife Sarai, Lot, and a hoard, and all his wealth. Verse 7. I will assign this land to your offspring. All they gotta do is murder everyone there. But not yet. First there was famine, so Abe went to Egypt and hoarded his wife to the Pharaoh. Verse 13. Please say you are my sister, which was half true. The Pharaoh paid Abe with, verse 16, sheep, oxen, asses, male and female slaves, she-asses, and camels. Verse 19, why did you say she is my sister, so that I took her as my wife? Now, here is your wife, take her and begone. So Abe took his winnings, his hoard wife, and left. Very holy fellow, this Abe fuck. Okay, there are some people who think that the king didn't have sex with Sarai. I mean, like, if you're my mother, you would think, oh no, that couldn't happen. But this was not an uncommon event. It was not so uncommon that kings fucked whoever they pleased. And in this case, it could be that Abraham at this time, was very clever. And he realized that with his little wife, who was his half-sister, he could get himself well paid. But it's not just for whoring his wife. I think a lot of the times, and this could be speculation, what happened was the king decided, someone can have my kid, it'll be a bastard kid, but I'll give them some wealth so that the kid will be well cared for. And at the time, Sarai was probably still only 11 and not fertile yet, so we'll have to have sex with her again from the king, but that's in later chapters. But notice how she get paid very, very well. And she might have had to do, what, a week or a month? I don't know how long she was there having sex with the Pharaoh, but she get paid like no whore gets paid, with sheep, oxen, asses, slaves of both sexes. And I mean, it's outrageous what they give her paid. And the only reason a king would pay so much is if the king had an interest in Abraham and his descendant. And we'll see that because Abraham does have one descendant eventually from Sarai, and that's in further on chapters. And other than that, what are we going to say? Oh, other than the Abe's a pimp, and women, of course, were the slaves to men. Men told women what to do, and women did what they said, or they get beaten. And in some backwards countries, that's still the way it is. And hopefully we'll get out of these dark ages one day, and if we're lucky, we'll get a contract with women that says men are happy to be equal with women. And before then, there's going to be strife. But we'll not talk about that too much. We'll have enough time for that later. Peace.